Could it possibly ever be that we are subconsciously led into the decisions we make about buying hi-fi? We are bombarded by advertising. We get bombarded by top reviews. We get bombarded by awards. Does this influence our buying decision? I'm sure it probably does. Now, when it comes to turntables, it seems you can either buy this brand or you can buy that brand. You seem to get a very, very narrow choice when it comes to buying an entry-level turntable. But does that possibly mean that there's nothing out there worth considering? Interesting question, isn't it? How do you buy your hi-fi? Do you go on what everybody else is buying? What the guy in the shop tells you should be buying? What the gurus on forums are telling you what you should be buying? What the magazines tell you what you should be buying? It makes it quite difficult, doesn't it? What shall we buy? Do we need to be told what to buy? Do we go on YouTube now and try and discover and learn what to buy? We go and look and search for any means we can to help us in making the right decision. Do I trust the magazines? Do I trust the reviews? Do I trust that guy in the shop? Do I trust that fella on YouTube? Who do you trust? Very, very difficult to know. Here at Eden Audio, we don't generally follow what the sheep are doing. We always tend to go for brands that probably aren't so well known. It does make life difficult, I must say. It's not easy to sell brands that aren't always in the magazines or always winning awards or 5-star reviews and everybody's talking about them. It does make life difficult. But do you know, you probably do, that Dual from Germany, probably in the 80s, were one of the biggest sellers of hi-fi turntables. But apparently, along came the Japanese with their cheap turntables. Boom. Dual were no more. I don't really know that much about Dual. I do remember, however, that my brother-in-law did used to own one. I always thought it had a good sound. I think it had a Autophone cartridge. He had a NAD 3020 amplifier. I think everybody had a NAD 3020 amplifier in the 80s. And he had these pair of Boom and Tiz Jamo loudspeakers. I remember being well impressed with them. They didn't have no mid-range or finesse. All they could do was boom and tiz and play loudly. Awful things looking back on them, but we loved them back there in the 80s. And I say, he did have a dual turntable, and that is my sole experience of dual turntable. So, where I'm coming from is I've got no opinion of them. I really haven't. I'm not telling you that they're the best turntable I've ever heard and go out and buy one. Or they're the worst turntable and they're cheap, nasty rubbish, then you shouldn't even consider them. So today I received 2 dual turntables. I received an entry-level one and I received another model that's almost at the top of the range. And I sort of wanted to compare the two. I wanted to discover for myself, with my own ears, in my own room, with my own gear, whether or not they were good turntables. What they sounded like. So the first one that I've got to show you now is one of their semi-automatic turntables. In this rather fetching red colour. One of the myths that we were told from the magazines was a manual turntable, a fully manual turntable where you had to put and do everything by yourself would always sound better than an automatic turntable. And that's what I thought. Oh yeah, well no, automatic turntable, they don't sound very good. But I'm going to discover for myself whether or not that is actually the truth. How good does this new dual, I don't know if it's new, but how good does this entry-level dual turntable actually sound? Stick around and find out. Let's have a look, shall we? You have been tuned in to the Eden Audio YouTube channel. In part 2, we're going to look even closer at the Dual CS440 fully automatic turntable, and I'm going to give my impressions on how I think it sounds. Stay tuned to find out.